A century ago, the world was invaded by a mysterious phenomenon, unleashing hordes of monsters everywhere. At the same time, humans began awakening special abilities. From then on, the fate of humanity rested on their class awakening. You either became a mighty warrior to fight back the monsters, or you were useless trash, destined to be crushed under the feet of the savage beasts. In such desperate times, all eyes turned to the geniuses. Their abilities could decide the fate of all humanity, and today, the great class awakening ceremony has finally arrived. My name is Jiang Li, and I was transmigrated into this world 18 years ago. Blessed with outstanding talent, I trained relentlessly, mastering every skill imaginable with one goal: to become an unparalleled powerhouse. Here's my basic information. My name is Jiang Li, gender, male, currently in Class B. My combat skills across all fields, warrior, mage, assassin, and advanced techniques are all rated as excellent. With such superior qualities, I was certain I would awaken a hidden class, the rarest and most powerful type of class. In this world, classes are divided into 3 tiers: common, high rank, and hidden. Their power and the difficulty to obtain them increase in that order. The hidden class, in particular, is exceptionally rare. Only 1 in 10,000 lucky people possesses one. Once you awaken a hidden class, its terrifying power will launch you to the very pinnacle of society. You become a figure with a limitless future. With my talent, I never once doubted myself. However, being too exceptional also made me a target of jealousy and resentment from certain people. Well, if it isn't the genius everyone's been watching, it's Jiang Li himself. A tall, muscular young man in black named Yan Xiu spoke up. He's one of the 3 great geniuses of Cheng Academy, the son of a powerful gold rank class holder. But here at the academy, I've always surpassed him in every single way. So, what kind of high rank class are you planning on awakening today, buddy? Yan Xiu asked, his voice dripping with provocation. I replied with an icy glare, what a strange question. If I already knew, what would be the point of coming here? Don't get too arrogant. Be careful you don't awaken some trash tier class. If that happens, don't blame me for not showing you any respect. Yan Xiu snorted. But when he met my powerful gaze, he flinched slightly. He quickly yanked his hand off my shoulder. What's the big deal? It was just a light tap. You're being way too tense, Yan Xiu muttered. But deep down, he knew full well that today, I was destined to be the center of attention. If I failed the awakening ceremony, it would be an indelible shame. A genius who fails. Wouldn't I become a laughingstock for the entire world? The class awakening ceremony at Cheng Academy officially began. Class 1, Zhang Da knew. He stepped up, but unfortunately, he failed to awaken. Students who awaken a common class shouldn't be discouraged. As long as you train hard, you still have potential to grow. The principal's encouraging voice rang out. The next person stepped up, and suddenly, a brilliant light flashed. Whoa, that light is dazzling, the crowd buzzed. That girl, Li Mu Wan, had successfully awakened the high-rank class, Gale Archer. As expected of the genius girl of Cheng Academy, everyone murmured in admiration. The next person took the stage, and once again, a brilliant light appeared. Class 3, Yan Xiu, has successfully awakened the high-rank class, Flame Mage. Tisk. It's just high rank? The crowd whispered, but in the eyes of many, a high-rank class was already a remarkable achievement. After his successful awakening, Yan Xiu immediately turned to me, his voice mocking. Don't think that just by working hard like a clown, you can change anything. Talent is innate. Not everyone has it. Next up, Class 4, Jiang Li, if you please. I walked up, full of confidence. That's Jiang Li, the academy's top student. Whispers rose from the crowd. My awakening process began. Suddenly, 2 strange objects appeared, flying around my body. The teachers present couldn't sit still, shocked by this phenomenon. Could this be the sign of a one-of-a-kind, hidden class? Someone whispered. But then, as the process ended, the result was announced. My class is a common mage? How can it be a common mage? I was stunned, unable to believe my ears. The crowd below erupted in sarcastic laughter. Ha ha ha, serves him right. It's not even as good as my flame mage class. Yan Xiu laughed loudly. For Jiang Li to awaken that. What a miserable failure. Li Mu Wan is the real genius, another person shouted. I want to form a party. I'll join her team, cheers erupted. As for me, Jiang Li, I was completely frozen. My body trembled, unable to accept this outcome. The contemptuous jeers from the crowd were like salt being rubbed into my wounded pride. And they called him an elite student. Turns out he's just a common mage. Yeah, We got our hopes up for nothing. What a disgraceful result. Look at the principal's face. He must be so embarrassed for him. The crowd continued to whisper, "Keep it down, don't let him hear you." In that moment, only one thought raced through my mind. Impossible. Is this really all there is? In that moment, Jiang Li suddenly realized something. A system notification appeared before his eyes. "Congratulations, host, for awakening the special talent. Auto max level skills." A special talent? Jiang Li was stunned. I've never heard of anything like this. Could it be related to my transmigration to this world? Is this my unique skill? Currently, Jiang Li's skill set consisted of 3 main skills: fireball, light armor, and meditation. Suddenly, his skill bar began to change from level 5. The skills slowly rose to level 6, then level 7, and continued to climb before Jiang Li's astonished eyes. In just a moment, all 3 skills had reached max level. What in the world is happening? My skills automatically max out? Jiang Li thought to himself. He recalled what his teacher used to say. After awakening, every job class user is granted 3 basic skills at level 1. When a skill levels up, its power and effectiveness will skyrocket. But upgrading skills is incredibly difficult. Almost no one has ever reached max level. Jiang Li let out a laugh. So, this is how simple it is to max out skills. It seems the heavens haven't abandoned me after all. This auto-max level talent is far beyond even a hidden class. Jiang Li. The principal's voice pulled him from his thoughts. Don't be discouraged, son. Even if it's not a special class, you're still a job class user. Your future holds countless opportunities to shine. All the teachers believe in you. Jiang Li nodded, his voice firm. Yes, I understand. Thank you, sir. I'll continue to work hard. The principal smiled, thinking to himself, this child is truly precious. But unfortunately, people are often cruel. They'd rather watch a genius fall from grace than see him succeed. As expected, this world is a cynical place. Compared to praising a genius, the crowd enjoys mocking their downfall much more. But Jiang Li thought to himself, you're all going to be very disappointed. The next day, at the training grounds, students were diligently honing their powers. Yan Xiu, with a look of pure confidence, launched a powerful strike, hitting a dummy from a distance. Whoa, he's so strong. As expected of young Master Yan, the crowd murmured in awe. Just then, Yan Xiu spotted Jiang Li passing by and immediately called out in a mocking tone. Hey, you common mage, I'm talking to you. What, are you itching for a beating? Jiang Li stopped in his tracks, his gaze cold. Yan Xiu sneered. What's wrong? Does our great genius dare to show off a little? Or are you just going to stand there like a background prop? Do you dare to fight a high-tier flame mage like me, you useless piece of trash? Before Yan Xiu could say another word, Jiang Li casually flicked his wrist, and a stream of blazing energy condensed into a massive fireball. It shot straight toward the area behind Yan Xiu. Ha, you dare challenge me with a puny common fireball? Yan Xiu scoffed. But in the next instant, a terrifying explosion roared, startling him. The flames raged violently, completely incinerating the training dummy and leaving behind a scorched black patch of earth. What was that noise? How could there be such a powerful explosion? Yan Xiu was dumbfounded. How could the power of a common mage be this terrifying? The surrounding crowd was also in shock. The power of a max-level fireball is just absurd. Jiang Li just smiled and headed home. Although the max-level fireball had terrifying power, that single spell had already consumed half of his mana. I need to level up quickly to increase my mana limit, he thought to himself. As he entered his house, a gentle voice called out, My boy, you're home without saying a word? Jiang Li looked up and saw his mother, Don Than Tuyet. Mom, if you're back, go wash your hands and eat. You successfully awakened as a mage today, right? Being a mage is great. It's very safe to cast skills from the back of the formation. She smiled and took out a small box. I have something to give you. This is something your father left behind. Back then, he was also a very powerful job class user. Jiang Li was stunned. What did you say? Mom, you always told me Dad died before I was even born. How is he suddenly a powerful job class user? Where on earth did he go? He hasn't cared for us all these years. Don Than Tuyet sighed. I don't know either. He only said he had to go to the world's border to handle an important matter and then left in a hurry. But don't blame him, son. He always wanted you to become a mage. That's why I always encouraged you to study the mage curriculum. Now that you've grown up and become a mage, I'm so happy. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm going to my room to rest. You should see what's in the box. Jiang Li opened the box, his heart filled with curiosity. Inside was a scroll and a note. Use this scroll to change your class to the powerful illusionist. Requirement. Must be golden rank or higher. A class change scroll that can turn you into the special class, Illusionist. Jiang Li was astounded. In this world, job class users were clearly ranked: Golden, Silver, Bronze, Black Iron, and Novice. Yan Xiu's father, one of the strongest users in Kimthon City, had only reached the Golden rank. For my father to possess this scroll, he must be a saint or even a demigod rank user. But if he's that strong, why has there been no news of him all these years? Jiang Li frowned. Right now, I have to find a way to level up to Golden rank. In 7 days, the job class user trial of the Jincheng trials are about to begin. This is the last chance to prepare. 7 days later, at the Jincheng trial grounds, a crowd of young class holders has gathered. Haha, another clueless fool. He just awakened and he's already heading into the wilds to get himself killed. One person scoffed. What if he has some powerful, unique class? Another shot back. Are you blind? Look at how scrawny he is. What else could he be but a mage? The first guy sneered. Just then, a stunningly beautiful girl tapped Jiang Li on the shoulder. Hey there, little bro. You look like a student who just awakened, right? Want to join our party? Shu Wei, we have an important mission this time. We can't be carrying dead weight, one of her party members objected. Yeah, if he doesn't know his own limits, that's his problem. You're being too nice, another chimed in. Jiang Li smiled. Thanks for the kind offer, but I can handle myself. Shu Wei called out after him. Wait, if you don't want to party up, at least take this. You're a mage, you'll need this later. She handed him a potion. Jiang Li took it with a grateful smile. With that, he entered the Grey Forest, the official trial area. His first challenge was a level 4 goblin. Jiang Li hid behind a tree, observing it carefully. He cast Fireball, and a sphere of fire shot straight toward its target. By the time the goblin noticed, it was too late. A massive explosion incinerated the monster in an instant. As expected of a max-level fireball, taking out a level 4 goblin is a piece of cake, Jiang Li thought to himself. But then he noticed a problem. The explosion had attracted other goblins, and more of them were swarming in. No problem, the more the merrier. This saves me the trouble of hunting them down one by one. Jiang Li activated his light armor skill. At max level, a sturdy energy shield formed around him, making it impossible for the goblins to deal any damage. You want to break my shield? Dream on. With Fireball off cooldown, Jiang Li unleashed his next attack. A terrifying explosion wiped out the entire horde of low-level goblins. Total overkill. A system notification popped up. Level up. You are now level 2. Jiang Li frowned. I killed so many, but got so little experience. Oh, another wave? Doesn't matter. Bring it on. The result will be the same. But as he prepared to cast Fireball, he realized he had a problem. He was out of mana. He'd only used Fireball twice and Light Armor once, and his mana was already completely drained. Good thing my energy shield is still at half strength. Once I kill these things, I'll use my meditation skill to recover my mana. Jiang Li switched to melee combat. His physical damage was only 10 points. As expected, mages are weak in close combat, but 10 points is enough. Because you can't even break my shield. After a while, he managed to wear down and kill the goblins. A system notification appeared. Level up. He was now level 3. Jiang Li panted, exhausted. I'm so tired. Right now, my only attack skill is Fireball. And with my current mana pool, I can only use it twice before running dry. I have to rely on light armor for protection while it's on cooldown. If I keep going like this, my progress will be way too slow. Suddenly, a deafening roar echoed through the forest, causing all the other creatures to flee in panic. What was that sound? Could it be a level 10 elite goblin? Jiang Li's eyes lit up. If I can kill an elite monster this early on, the experience gain will be huge. He moved to activate light armor, but stopped dead in his tracks. Damn it. I don't have enough mana to cast it. The elite goblin swung its giant axe, charging toward Jiang Li. The powerful blow sent dirt and rocks flying everywhere. Jiang Li dodged nimbly, but just then, a low-level goblin threw a rock at him from behind. Damn it, it's using ranged attacks too? How dare they pick on me when I'm out of mana? Jiang Li took a deep breath, forcing himself to stay calm. I have to think of a way out of this. Option 1, find a chance to use meditation to recover mana, but the low-level goblin hurled another rock. Seriously? You won't even give me a second to concentrate? Looks like I need another plan. Jiang Li quickly considered his second option. Use the only potion Shu Wei gave me. It's just a normal grade potion. It'll recover less than a third of my mana. It's definitely not enough for a fireball, but it's just enough for light armor. However, he immediately thought of a third option: make a temporary retreat, wait until he was fully recovered, and then come back to face the elite monster. But, run away? That's not my style, Jiang Li muttered. Besides, if I wait for my mana to recover naturally, it'll take 24 hours. Someone else might steal my kill by then. Without further hesitation, Jiang Li downed the potion. The moment his mana recovered slightly, the elite goblin lunged, swinging its axe, a powerful strike aimed right where he stood. But to its surprise, the blow was blocked by the shield from his max-level light armor. If I use max-level meditation right before the shield breaks, how much mana can I recover? Jiang Li quickly calculated in his head. No more time to waste. I have to risk it all. Jiang Li activated meditation, focusing on recovering his mana and ignoring the low-level goblins outside his barrier. This act enraged the elite goblin. It roared, frantically smashing against the energy shield. Each ferocious blow caused cracks to appear on the light armor's shield. Finally, after one last, incredibly powerful hit, the barrier shattered. That's enough. It's my turn now, you little punk, Jiang Li yelled, unleashing his fireball. A brilliant sphere of fire shot straight toward the elite goblin. It had no time to react, and could only take the attack head-on. A terrifying explosion erupted, sending the surrounding goblins flying. Goblins closed in from the side. The system announced a successful strike on a weak point, dealing critical damage. Jiang Li panted. Phew, that was way too close. My max-level meditation skill really is a lifesaver. The system notifications continued. Level up ×4. Current level, 7. I jumped 4 levels at once? I can't believe taking down a single elite monster leveled me up 4 times. Jiang Li excitedly checked his loot. Oh, 2 black iron tier items, gloves of agility and refined boots. But with how intense these fights are, it's kill or be killed. This starter gear won't do much. Besides, it's ugly as sin. I'll just hang on to them and sell them when I get the chance. Based on his current mana pool, Jiang Li realized he still couldn't cast a third fireball at full strength. Every time, he had to risk luring the monsters together, which was horribly inefficient. Grinding all day couldn't compare to taking down one elite monster. If only he had an AoE skill that didn't drain so much mana. Suddenly, he noticed a shimmering object. What's this? A skill book? Better yet, even a novice-level job holder could learn it. Jiang Li opened it and was stunned by a brilliant flash of light. Arcane Lightning, an area of effect skill. 2-second cast time, 60 mana cost, and it can hit multiple targets with a paralyzing effect. The damage scales with the user's level. A scaling skill that also provides crowd control. This is perfect. That night, in another corner of the forest, a group of low-level goblins had made their camp. Suddenly, a flash of lightning zapped the entire group, startling and paralyzing them. They were furious about the sneak attack, but before they could react, Jiang Li unleashed another arcane lightning. The goblins convulsed violently, unable to fight back as they fell one by one. While the damage wasn't as high as Fireball, 4 casts of arcane lightning cost the same as 1 fireball, had a faster cooldown, and didn't require him to herd the monsters. This is exactly what I needed, Jiang Li thought, ecstatic. Now with this new skill, he confidently set his next goal, taking down the Grey Forest's area boss. A single elite monster already gave him that much experience and loot. The area boss will definitely be even better, but, lesson learned, I need to be at full mana first. Jiang Li moved on to a new area. Looks like a goblin tribe. The boss must be around here, and with them all sound asleep, this is the perfect opportunity. He planned to launch 2 fireballs to take the boss down fast, but unfortunately, he stepped on a dry twig, which snapped loudly. The low-level goblins jolted awake. Before they could even get their bearings, Jiang Li charged in. There, little ones, go back to sleep. He swung his staff and bopped a goblin on the head, but with his pathetic physical damage, all it did was raise a lump. Ha, knew it. This kind of damage can't kill them. The goblins growled, angrily charging toward him. They chased him down, throwing rocks and clubs at him. Humph, you actually gave me a bump. I told you not to chase me. He activated arcane lightning, dealing light damage to the mob of monsters. I'm not done yet. Here's another. Another bolt of lightning flashed, felling a few of them. I told you not to mess with me. But where's the boss? Could it not be in this camp? Suddenly, a powerful tremor shook the ground, and the goblin statue behind Jiang Li began to glow ominously. What's going on? He was stunned. Let's rewind a bit. In another corner of the Grey Forest, a group of job holders was in the middle of a trial. Leveling in the forest this late? Aren't they just asking to be killed? One of the party members said. But this is a great chance to deal with that piece of trash, Jiang Li. Cousin will be thrilled. I wonder what kind of reward Uncle will give me. The young man in studded armor was Yan Quan, the cousin of Yan Xiu and a seasoned leader. It's this late. And you really think that Jiang Guy is still lurking around the forest? Why would you ask that? Don't you trust me? Oh, no. How could I possibly doubt you, Brother Quan? I just mean, it's dangerous out here at night. If he ran into an elite monster or a boss, a mere novice job holder would stand no chance. As Yan Quan's group was talking, a sudden tremor shook the area. What was that? Looks like someone triggered the area boss. Heh, what an unexpected prize. The area boss nearby is the Black Iron Tier Goblin Priest. Our party can just barely handle it. Doesn't matter who's fighting the boss, let them wear each other down, and we'll swoop in to steal the kill. As expected, it was the Grey Forest's area boss. But why did its aura feel weaker than the elite monster he'd fought before? At that moment, the level 20 Goblin Priest boss appeared before Jiang Li in all its glory. The boss began casting a spell, creating sharp shards of ice that hovered in the air. Oh, so you're a caster too? But your casting speed is pathetic. Taking the initiative, Jiang Li set off an explosion right where the priest boss was standing. Log, successful attack on weak point, dealing critical damage. A single blow from Jiang Li engulfed the priest boss in flames. But unexpectedly, an ice arrow shot out from within the fire, heading straight for him. I knew it. It's a boss, so there's no way it'd go down that easily. Just one hit from the boss had wiped out half the durability of Jiang Li's light armor skill. Warning, attacked by a level 5 ice arrow spell from the Goblin Priest boss. How is the damage so high? Just then, the flames surrounding the boss were extinguished. It looked around, seemingly searching for something. Turns out, it was hunting for Jiang Li. He had used his agility to hide behind the trees, but the priest boss was not so easily fooled. It created new ice arrows, launching them forcefully at a tree in front of it, tearing the trunk in two. What's going on? I must have hit its weak spot just now. The cloak it's wearing must have fire and magic resistance. After wiping out the mobs, Jiang Li now faces an even greater challenge, the boss itself. With his current mana, he knew it would be difficult to take it down. While it hasn't found me yet, I need to recover some mana first. The previous ice arrows began to evaporate, then gathered around the priest boss. Once it had accumulated enough power, it fired another ice arrow in a different direction. The arrow pierced through a tree, hitting the light armor spell that Jiang Li had cast. While concentrating on restoring his mana, he realized he'd been discovered. At the same time, the priest boss let out a sinister laugh, cackling as it found its target, and immediately summoned a giant ice arrow, aiming straight for Jiang Li. It's that fast? Right now, I don't even have enough mana to cast a fireball. Looks like I'll just have to risk it all. Jiang Li immediately unleashed his lightning spell towards the priest boss. The electric currents made the boss scream in agony. After the attack, it staggered, unable to stand firm. Haha, the paralyzing effect of a high-level lightning spell can actually interrupt its casting. If that's the case, then this is my chance. As fast as lightning, Jiang Li rushed forward and ripped the cloak right off the boss. Without this, you can't block my spells, can you? I've stolen your counter gear first, now for the sneak attack. Now, it's my turn to counterattack. Just then, the priest boss slowly got back on its feet after Jiang Li's lightning spell wore off. To be paralyzed by a mere human, and to have its cloak stolen, it was filled with absolute rage. It looked around everywhere, searching for its enemy. Just then, it spotted a piece of cloth fluttering behind a nearby tree. With a triumphant smile, the boss summoned an ice arrow and hurled it forward. It followed up with a few more attacks to increase the damage. A massive explosion erupted, and the boss smirked, thinking it had finally eliminated the ambusher. But when the smoke cleared, its eyes widened in shock. The spotted attack was empty, with nothing but a shattered tree stump remaining. While the boss was still stunned, a voice echoed from behind it. Hey, you ugly thing, where do you think you're looking? The priest boss jolted and turned around, only to see Jiang Li, ready with a fireball spell in his hand. Looks like it's time for the game to end. The boss hastily used its staff to create a magic shield to block the attack. But Jiang Li's high-level fireball spell easily pierced through the shield. A massive explosion followed. Log. Successfully attacked a weak point, causing a critical hit. Even though you have defensive skills, I have a high-level fireball. Without fire resistance, it doesn't matter how strong your defense is, you'll just get one-shotted. You're just unlucky you ran into me today. Jiang Li completely obliterated the priest boss. Log. Level increased by 3, current level is 10. Several valuable pieces of equipment have also dropped. I can probably use this staff, and this thing. So it was just a cloak for fire resistance. No wonder it could block my fireball. What's more, the cloak had been torn to shreds, becoming completely useless. Fire resistance cloak. Black iron quality. Requires level 5 or higher. Note: wearing this cloak can increase immunity to fire-type damage, but its durability has now dropped to 0, severely damaged. More importantly, Jiang Li had learned a new skill. Log Ice Arrow spell learned. Initial level was 5, current level is now 10. Level 10, Ice Arrow, 2.5 second casting time, 200 mana cost. Skill description: can inflict massive damage on a single target, with the amount of damage depending on the user's level. A level 5 Ice Arrow was already this powerful, so how terrifying would a higher level be? Turns out, the staff he just obtained is bronze grade, with a magic penetration effect. No wonder even a high-level light armor spell couldn't withstand a single hit. Goblin's Staff of Grudge, plus 10 magic penetration. Quality: bronze. Requires level 7 mage or higher. Warning: carrying this staff will make you an enemy to all goblins. With this piece of equipment, Jiang Li could now easily deal with monsters that have magic resistance in the future. Just then, a sudden voice made him jump. "Kid, don't move, put your hands up." Turns out it was the local big shot, Yan Quan, and his men. There's no one else around, so this guy's team must have been completely wiped out. "Kid, you must be Jiang Li? You just awakened as a professional and you already dare to take down the area boss. Very impressive. Too bad the teammates you abandoned were probably much stronger than you. How do you know my name?" Allow me to introduce myself. I am Yan Quan, of the Yan family from Cheng. I heard you used to bully my cousin back in school. Did you really think the Yan family had no one to stand up for him? That's Student Yan's cousin. Student Yan is the genius of our school. How would I dare bully him? As it happens, I have a few small items here. Why don't you see if there's anything you like? Let's be friends. I was going to take it anyway, even if you hadn't said that. But be friends? Forget it. You, tell me, do you want to keep your arms or your legs? I'll try to be gentle, since we're acquaintances. Don't be so quick to fight and kill the moment we meet. Hey boss, this kid is using meditation to recover his mana. So what if he fully recovers it? We're 3 black iron rank job holders. You're telling me we can't beat one entry-level guy? Besides, he's just an ordinary mage. Oh, the 3 of you are black iron rank job holders? That's so amazing. Then I'm sure you'll go easy on me. You don't really think you can take us down with you, do you? Let me tell you, we won't even give you a chance to cast a spell. Before he could finish his words, Jiang Li had already unleashed a high-level Electro Void spell. After this attack, Yan Quan's group was zapped and completely stunned. Taking the full force of the Electro Void spell, Yan Quan could no longer stand and collapsed to the ground. It really is true. Villains always die from talking too much. I was waiting to recover my mana. But what were you guys waiting for? Damn it, why? Why can you cast spells so fast? Who knows? Maybe it's just because you're all too weak. Now, shut your mouths for me. As expected of black iron rank job holders, they really carry a lot of good stuff. Looks like I don't need to grind monsters anymore. Robbing people is much more profitable. Despite having just defeated a zone boss and gaining 3 levels, Jiang Li decided he had to change his leveling spot for tomorrow. 3 black iron rankers trying to rob a novice, only to get killed instead. Such a humiliating affair, they wouldn't dare breathe a word of it, even if they were brought back to life. Sometime later, Jiang Li arrived at a small town called Rosetown. This is killing me, carrying so much stuff after just one trip. If only I had a spatial item, things would be so much better. Jiang Li headed straight for the Golden Dragon Treasure Pavilion, certain this place would have what he needed. Hello, how can I help you? I'd like to sell some equipment and materials. Oh my, this is a lot. Please wait a moment, I'll calculate the payment immediately. A moment later, the employee returned. Sir, I've finished the calculation. Based on the market price, the total comes to 972,000 VM long coins. So let's just round it up to 1 million for you. Is that so? A whole million coins? My mother's monthly salary is only 30,000. And I just made 1 million so easily. Is this the difference between a normal person and a job holder? At this rate, it won't be long before we can live a good life. Excuse me, do you sell basic skill books here? Of course, we do. Please, follow me. While Jiang Li was chatting with the sales clerk, a girl on the upper floor had been observing him for quite some time. Is that Jiang Li? Young miss, everything is ready. It turns out this girl was Cheng, the genius prodigy of the Golden City Academy. In the book repository section of the Golden Dragon Treasure Pavilion, Jiang Li asked, "I need basic skills for a mage. Do you have any recommendations?" These books are all suitable for entry-level mages. You can choose a few that you like. D-Rank Wind Blade Art, 600,000 VM long coins. D-Rank Earth Spike Art, 600,000 VM long coins. D-Rank Deceleration Art, 600,000 VM long coins. D-Rank Ice Arrow Art, 600,000 VM long coins. D-Rank Detection Art, 600,000 VM long coins. I can't believe a single book costs 600,000. It seems my 1 million coins won't get me very far. For now, I should just buy a cheaper one to get by. Jiang Li thought to himself, I've already mastered Fireball Art, Electro Void Art, and Ice Arrow Art. I don't lack single target or area of effect attack skills. For defense, I have Light Armor Art, D-Rank Deceleration Art, 600,000 VM long coins. Although the Electro Void spell has a paralyzing effect, its duration is too short. I guess I'll buy a control skill then. I'd like to buy this Deceleration Art book. Of course, I'll prepare it for you right away. Level 10, Deceleration Art, 1 second cooldown, 0.4 second cast time, 2 second duration, 30 mana cost. Skill description. Slows the target. The effectiveness of the slow depends on the user's level. I still need to solve the issue of my limited mana pool. I'll use the remaining money to buy support items. Oh right, do you sell mana potions here? Of course. Please wait a moment. At the same time, in the reception room, Miss Mo received some information. A black iron rank secret dungeon instance has indeed appeared in the Gale Plains, but the entrance hasn't been located yet. We'll need more time to find it. That's fine. As long as we've confirmed the entrance is in the Gale Plains, I'll go find it myself tomorrow. Thank you, Manager Lin. I heard that Jiang Li's awakening ceremony had an accident, and he ended up as just an ordinary mage. He shouldn't be able to appear here. Could Luo Ming have been mistaken? Young miss, what are you thinking about? Oh, it's nothing. If I can clear this secret dungeon, my rank is sure to increase dramatically. Reaching Black Iron rank won't be a problem. In next week's trial competition, I will completely crush that young miss from the Li family. That's right. We shouldn't delay. Uncle Fu, dispatch the Mo family's team here. We will all enter the secret dungeon together then. Yes, I'll get on it right away. In the Gale Plains secret dungeon, after gearing up with a few good items, Jiang Li resumed hunting monsters. Thanks to his increased rank, his magic damage was also much stronger. Now, a single Electro Void spell was enough to obliterate a goblin in an instant. While he was busy enjoying his achievements, a monster suddenly attacked from behind. Luckily, Jiang Li had already activated his light armor spell, causing the monster's attack to be reflected. However, the number of monsters was growing. How was he supposed to attack them all at once? It seemed standing still wasn't an option. Making a quick decision, Jiang Li immediately turned and ran. The horde of monsters gave chase close behind. After a while, Jiang Li suddenly unleashed his lightning magic, a strike as fast as a flash, hurtling straight towards the pack of wolf monsters. However, these wolves were no ordinary beasts. They immediately leaped, skillfully dodging the attack. So, these swift-wind wolves can actually dodge my arc lightning spell, Jiang Li thought to himself, deciding to change his strategy. He cast the delay spell. As soon as the magic activated, the monsters were as if bound, their movements becoming sluggish. Oh, so this is a max-level delay spell. The casting speed is fast, leaving no trace, making it almost impossible for an opponent to dodge. But this skill could only target a single enemy, and casting it 3 times was a serious drain on his resources. Jiang Li realized he needed to finish these monsters off quickly before more swift-wind wolves arrived. A moment later, while using a mana potion, Jiang Li felt lucky that he had bought a support item from the Golden Dragon Pavilion the night before. Thanks to it, his combat effectiveness against the monsters today had increased significantly. Level log, currently level 11. With his current power, he decided to aim for his next target, the level 20 elite monster, the blood-patterned giant wolf. From behind a boulder, Jiang Li carefully observed the monster. Instantly, a bolt from his arc lightning spell shot out, striking the target. Seeing that the monster was hit, Jiang Li swiftly charged forward. This was his chance. He had to kill it now. Attack log. Weak point successfully hit, causing a critical strike. His attack left the elite monster smelling of burnt flesh. Enough with the trivial stuff. Now it's a one-on-one fight. But just then, the blood-patterned giant wolf leaped forward, attacking Jiang Li. No matter how fierce you are, you should behave yourself. Don't try to scare me with that look. Using his delay spell, Jiang Li froze the elite monster right in front of him. Even as the blood-patterned giant wolf struggled, it couldn't move an inch. I don't know where the Swiftwind wolf's weak point is, but one thing's for sure, the thicker the fur, the more it fears fire. As the flames erupted, the blood-patterned giant wolf cowered like a frightened puppy. An explosion from a fireball spell rang out. Attack log. Weak point successfully hit, causing a critical strike. Level log. Gained 2 levels, currently level 13. Loot log. Obtained black iron dagger and black iron ring. Even though they were only black iron tier equipment, they were small and compact. Jiang Li wondered how much money he could sell them for. Suddenly, the ground began to shake violently, making Jiang Li uneasy. From a distance, a pack of Swiftwind wolves was charging towards him at a terrifying speed. Holy crap, I only killed 1 elite monster. Do you really need to send this many for revenge? As he hurriedly replenished his mana, the wolves were right in front of him. But surprisingly, they didn't attack and just rushed past. So they weren't charging at me after all. But something feels wrong. Wolves are pack animals, and a pack of this size could only be summoned by a wolf king. Could it be that someone has triggered the boss area? No way, I can't let someone else steal it. That boss is mine. Meanwhile, in another mountain cave, a fierce battle was unfolding between several trial groups. A girl named Wei's group was ambushed by another team, who took advantage of the chaos. And you call yourselves heroes? A member of Wei's group was struck by an enemy. We're no heroes, but if you want someone to blame, blame yourselves for being so stupid. Openly fighting a boss with no preparation. If we don't rob you, who else would we rob? Your equipment is mine, and the blood-patterned Wolf King is mine too. If that's what you want, just take the equipment and the blood-patterned Wolf King, and let us go. Haha, I could, but I've changed my mind. Hand over that priestess behind you. Once I'm done having my fun with her, I'll let you go. Captain, don't listen to him. Wei, don't blame me, I just want to live. Captain, I can't believe you're this kind of person. Don't come over here, I'm begging you. Just then, a current of electricity paralyzed the group of robbers. What's going on? Who dares to ruin my fun? Show yourself. Robbing people before the sun has even set? Aren't you diligent? Jiang Li appeared, his presence imposing. A masked man suddenly attacked him from behind. I wasn't finished speaking. Don't interrupt me. With his overwhelming power, Jiang Li stunned Wei's entire group. Wei realized he was the person she had met in the main hall before entering the trial. Now, let's take a look at Jiang Li's status window. Name, Jiang Li. Age, 18. Class, Mage. Level, 13. Strength, 45. Constitution, 40. Spirit, 95. Agility, 45. HP, 500. Mana, 1,150. Talent, Mutated Soul. All skills are automatically max level. Equipment, Goblin's Resentful Bronze Staff. Effect, Magic Penetration. Skills, Fireball, Meditation, Light Armor, Delay, Ice Arrow, Arc Lightning. What about the other robbers? He took down our entire crew with a single blow. He's no saint, but at the end of the day, he's still just a mage. Charge him. Don't give him a chance to use his magic. I don't know if these guys have brains, still rushing in like idiots in a situation like this. If you all wish to die, I shall grant you that mercy. A fireball spell was cast, sending the weaklings flying in all directions. The red-haired leader trembled in panic. Impossible. He's just an ordinary mage. How can he be this strong? Seeing his opponent was too powerful, he knelt and begged for his life. Sir, this is all a misunderstanding. Please, just take the girl and go. We won't touch her. The blood-striped Wolf King in the cave is all yours too. You talk too much. If you chose to attack me, you should have done a better job. Now, prepare to die. The ice arrow pierced through the red-haired man's body. Before he died, he screamed, "My blood wolf. The mercenary group won't let you get away with this." After cleaning up the bandits, Jiang Li collected the equipment. Using so many skills like this, leveling up really does have its benefits. Wei approached him shyly. I don't know what to say. Thank you for saving me. I never expected you to be so strong. I was worried about you for nothing before. It's fine. You saved me once, so now we're even. By the way, I'm planning to go fight a boss. Do you want to come along? Oh, if you don't mind. A while later, the two arrived at the hiding place of the blood-striped Wolf King. This is the blood-striped Wolf King. Its presence is truly majestic. A level 25 boss. While Jiang Li had just leveled up to 13. A level 25 boss. Just the two of us. Will we be okay? There's only one way to find out. Jiang Li threw a fireball, causing a huge explosion. The log didn't show a critical hit. Its fire resistance isn't weak. After the flames cleared, the blood-striped Wolf King appeared, having lost only a sliver of health. Intruders must die. Damn, this boss is sentient. It can even speak human language. Although its fire resistance is strong, it doesn't have a magic resistance attribute. Jiang Li tried using a delay spell, but the boss easily dodged it and leaped towards him. He immediately used the light armor spell, but the boss's attack nearly shattered it. As expected, of a boss that could almost break my shield. Even with its speed reduced, it's still this fast. Looks like I have to get serious too. The ice arrow spell was unleashed. Wei Wei helped by boosting his magic attack power. Basic magic amplification, but the boss dodged the ice arrow. Crap, it avoided it. It's fine. I saw that coming. Jiang Li controlled the arrow, causing it to lodge itself in the boss's abdomen. System log. Successful attack on a weak point, causing a critical hit. I learned this from bosses like you. The weak point of a wolf is its belly. The boss trembled, roaring in a frenzy, as it summoned its minions. The surrounding wolves began to gather, creating a chaotic scene. So the blood-striped Wolf King has the ability to summon smaller mobs. Be careful, I'm coming to support you and restore your mana, Wei Wei shouted. Immediately, Jiang Li charged forward, confronting the horde head-on. The battle between the two sides was incredibly fierce. The low-level monsters were gradually eliminated by Jiang Li. System log. Experience plus 20, experience plus 20, experience plus 20, experience plus 20. So that's how it is. This cave is too narrow. Summoning too many small monsters actually restricts the Storm Wolf's agility. Jiang Li sneered, taunting the boss. Hey, my dear little wolf, can you use that skill you just used one more time? If you can, maybe you won't die so quickly. Enraged by Jiang Li's mockery, the blood-striped Wolf King roared and summoned another wave of low-level monsters. There we go. You're a good listener. System log. Level up. Current level. 14. With the subsequent continuous attacks, Jiang Li's experience skyrocketed. Even Wei Wei, who was providing support from a distance, shared in the experience without having to do much. However, the sheer number of wolves caused Jiang Li to consume a significant amount of mana and stamina. System log, level up. Current level, 15. His mana potions were now depleted, but Jiang Li persisted in hunting the monsters. If I had known the boss had this skill, why would I have even bothered looking for other monsters? As for the blood-striped Wolf King, after numerous frenzies and summoning waves, it was exhausted. Its body staggered, showing clear signs of weakness, no different from a beast that had been starved for days. Wild Wolf, you don't look so good, do you? If that's the case, I'll have to hold back my tears and take the last bit of value you have left. Jiang Li unleashed an ice arrow. Despite fighting for so long, he was still full of energy, which terrified the blood-striped Wolf King. This is a demon. You're a demon, not a human anymore. Finally, the boss collapsed, sharing the same fate as its minions. Since Wei Wei also participated, she leveled up. System log, level up. Current level, 21. Wei Wei exclaimed in surprise. Oh, looks like even I leveled up. Grinding here continuously got me 3 levels, and I even snagged quite a bit of loot. What a steal. Jiang Li also gained another level. System log, current level, 16. To think someone would actually exploit a boss's summoning skill to farm experience. Who's the real boss here, anyway? This is insane. He turned to Wei Wei. Wei Wei, come over here for a second. Huh? Are you calling me? This is your share. Take it. For me? But I didn't do anything to deserve this equipment. Didn't you help me replenish my mana and increase my magic damage? You're an excellent support. If I run into danger in the future, I'll still need your help. If you put it that way, I'll accept this item. As for supporting you, I'll do my absolute best. Wei Wei thought to herself, so I'm actually quite important to him. What's this Miss Wei Wei getting so flustered about? Jiang Li chuckled to himself and continued to check the spoils of war. Loot. The boss just dropped 2 skill books. I forgot to check their effects. The light body technique increases movement speed. No wonder the Wolf King could still move even after being hit with a slow debuff. And the marsh technique can control multiple enemies at once. I'll have to find a chance to test it out. Just then, Vivi noticed something unusual. Jiang Li, hurry over here and look at this. What is it? This looks like a ghost orchid. It's useless for players, but for ordinary people, it's a high-grade medicinal herb. It can cure 100 illnesses and sell for a good price. How about this? One for you and one for me. That's fair, right? Thank you. My mother is an ordinary person, and years of hard work have left her with old ailments. With this, I hope she'll get better. While the two were chatting happily, Vivi suddenly screamed, Jiang Li, look behind you. A light flashed from the stone wall. Looks like there's something inside. Stand back. Let me see what's in there. Jiang Li launched a fireball spell, shattering the rock. What is this? Do you know anything about it? If I'm not mistaken, this is a hidden dungeon. System log. Discovered a level 25 black iron hidden dungeon. Entrance to the dark altar. Difficulty, hard. Level requirement, level 23 or below. Party size, 2 to 6 people. Jiang Li, this looks dangerous. We should go back and prepare first. Besides, we know where the entrance is, so it'll be easy to come back next time. If you think it's dangerous, you can go back first. But if you agree to follow me, don't worry. I'll protect you. Oh my god. Why does this guy make me feel so safe? Vivi thought to herself, her heart pounding. If you put it that way, I'll do my best. If there's danger, I'll buy you some time to support you. The two stepped into the hidden dungeon, passing through a cave into a forest of towering trees. System log, entering the dark altar hidden dungeon. Objective. Stop the ritual of the dark mage. Garu. This means there's a chance that mage-related equipment will drop. Perfect. Just you wait, dark mage. Here I come. Hey, wait for me, you're so fast. But just as his excitement peaked, Jiang Li sensed danger. He quickly pulled Vivi aside. Quiet. Get down. Jiang Li, what's wrong? Look over there, and you'll see. Ahead of them was a level 20 skeleton knight. This dungeon isn't so simple. Even the mobs are level 20. Looks like the rewards will be substantial. While the two were hiding and observing, another skeleton knight appeared behind them. Alert. Intruders detected. We're screwed. We've already been discovered. What are you peeking at? Kill them all. Luckily, these skeletons aren't very smart. They didn't attack head-on, or I wouldn't have had time to react. Jiang Li decided to test out his new skill, the marsh technique. Skill description, marsh technique, B rank. Creates a swampy area with a 30-meter radius. Enemies who step inside are ensnared, and their movement speed is reduced by 90% for 4 seconds. Mana cost, 10. Cast time, 0.6 seconds. Cooldown, 8 seconds. Jiang Li cast the skill, turning the area in front of him into a marsh. The skeleton knights noticed something was wrong, but it was too late. One by one, they fell into the trap, unable to move. Jiang Li unleashed his max-level fireball, incinerating the entire group. I didn't expect the marsh technique's range to be this big. From now on, when I face large groups of enemies, I won't even need to use my slow spell. Suddenly, a piercing scream from deep within the forest startled them both. That's a human voice. Could someone else be fighting the boss? Looks like someone else is already bothering the dark mage. You wait here, I'll go check it out. Elsewhere, a group of 3 was surrounded by skeleton knights. Miss, use the teleport scroll, quickly. But we haven't even dealt with a single mob yet, and we're just gonna run away? Don't worry about that. The young Miss's safety is our top priority. Just as a skeleton knight was about to strike a guard, a figure appeared. Jiang Li managed to block the blow with his light armor skill. Huh? Isn't that Jiang Li? The girl in the group exclaimed. It was Mo Qingqing, the genius prodigy of Golden City Academy. That guy is Jiang Li, from Golden City Academy. I remember him. He only awakened a few days ago. A guard sneered. Hey, kid, these monsters aren't something a newbie player like you can handle. We don't have time to look after you. Thanks for the thought, but don't bother. Jiang Li launched a fireball, wiping out the entire group of skeleton knights. System log, plus 40 experience. Double the amount from a normal dungeon. System log, level up. Current level, 17. The guard's jaw dropped. He finished them in one shot? Impossible. Not wanting to lose face, the guard tried to save himself. We could have done that too. Stop meddling in other people's business. But Mo Qingqing paid him no mind and walked toward Jiang Li. It really is you. I wasn't mistaken about you before. Do you know me? Ah, now I remember. Mo Qingqing, the genius on par with Li Mu Yuan. Are you here to level up too? This dungeon is tough. Be careful. The guard interjected. Don't get cocky, kid. We had already worn down those monsters. You just stole the last hit. We're Black Iron elites. We don't need your concern. Oh, is that so? Well, if there's nothing else, I'll be on my way. Seeing that group struggling so hard with just a few small mobs made Jiang Li think to himself that they'd have no chance of competing with him for the boss. Suddenly, Mo Qingqing spoke up. Wait, student Jiang Li, you probably haven't reached the Black Iron rank yet, have you? What's this? Why is she asking me about that? Jiang Li wondered. That's right, I haven't reached Black Iron rank yet, but I'm already level 17. What? You reached level 17 in just a few days? And your strength? It's nothing like a rookie player's. How on earth did you do it? What? Mo Qingqing was surprised. Then she continued. I have a request. Can you let me join you in clearing the dungeon? The reward will be a black iron advancement jewel. I think you'll need it. Jiang Li was taken aback by her offer. An advancement jewel is a rare item of extremely high value. Hey, what's he looking at? Mo Qingqing fidgeted awkwardly. Hey, you don't look at her like that, okay? Her bodyguard interrupted. Oh, give me a break, Miss Qingqing. He's looking at your necklace, not your two massive mountains, so stop overreacting. Jiang Li was still considering. To advance to the black iron rank, one could only pass a trial or use an advancement jewel. This item was rare and expensive, and he hadn't planned on using one, but at his current leveling speed, he could reach level 20 before leaving the dungeon. If he didn't advance to the black iron rank, all the excess experience would go to waste. All right, I accept your offer, but first, you have to tell them to leave. I don't want too many people splitting the experience. What did you say? Don't get too cocky, a bodyguard roared. Young miss, we can't let you go with this guy. If word of this gets out, what kind of guards will we look like? That's enough. It's boring with you guys around. Get out. That's an order. If the young miss insists, then at least let us test this guy's strength first. Make your move. Let me see just how strong you are. Well now, if you insist on a demonstration, I won't be polite. But I should warn you. My fireballs are a little big. So try to bear with it. Jiang Li smirked and cast fireball. Huh? Is this really the power of a novice mage? How can he create a fireball like this? I'm screwed. I'm so screwed. With this kind of power, I'm no match for him. But just as the fireball was about to hit the bodyguard, it vanished. Let's stop here. If you all want to follow, I won't stop you. That was just a little demonstration. Don't worry, I don't harm people for no reason. Haha, friend Jiang, your strength isn't bad. Although you're a bit weaker than us, clearing this dungeon shouldn't be too hard. The bodyguard laughed awkwardly, thinking to himself, good thing he didn't actually attack, or I'd be a goner. Young miss, we'll take our leave. Please take care. And so, the three of them, Jiang Li, Wei Wei, and Mo Qingqing, set out to conquer the secret realm together. Wei Wei clung to him. Jiang Li, I've been waiting for you for so long. Let me come with you next time, please. I was so scared. All right, fine. Just be quiet for a bit. I'm exhausted. Wei Wei's intimate behavior made Mo Qingqing curious. What's their relationship? I've never heard that Jiang Li had a girlfriend. She approached Wei Wei. I'm not sure how to address you. I'm Mo Qingqing, his classmate. Oh, you can just call me Shu Wei. Wei Wei smiled, but thought to herself that they seemed quite close. Suddenly, Mo Qingqing hugged Jiang Li, leaving Wei Wei stunned. I heard your awakening didn't go smoothly. Is that right? Yeah, I'm just a common mage, but I don't need a special class to get stronger. I have my own ways of increasing my power. A short while later, Jiang Li was using his light body technique to fight against the mobs in the secret realm. Log. Current level, 18. The two girls watched from the bushes. Was he always like this before? Wei Wei asked. Yeah, he scared me at first too. Jiang Li's skills are only at the novice level, but their power is unexpectedly strong. Suddenly, a level 27 boss, the Skeleton Knight Commander, appeared. There's another boss in this dungeon, but it doesn't matter how many there are. As long as I can control them, these skeletons are no threat to me. Jiang Li was confident, but this time, he'd miscalculated. The boss wasn't so easy to deal with. After getting trapped in the swamp from his tidal marsh skill, it created a shadowy black horse that charged straight at Jiang Li, sending him flying backward. Wei Wei and Qingqing panicked. We're doomed. The boss is coming. Qingqing, you save Jiang Li. I'll draw its attention. Wei Wei trembled but still stood her ground. Don't do anything reckless, Jiang Li shouted, unleashing an ice arrow. It struck the boss right in the head. Jiang Li, are you okay? Luckily, my light body technique hadn't worn off, or I would have been seriously injured. I didn't expect this thing to have a long-range attack. We have to be more careful. Let me heal you, Mo Qingqing shouted. The boss continued its assault. Qingqing cast her skill. A brilliant holy light blessed her allies and enveloped her enemies, multiplying their damage. A blinding flash of light appeared, obscuring the monster's vision. Now's my chance. Arc lightning. Jiang Li unleashed a current of electricity straight into the mob. The damage is higher now. This must be the holy light's blessing. Exactly, Qingqing explained. This skill increases holy attribute damage for allies, making enemies vulnerable and blinding them. Our attacks will be several times stronger. Damn, that's strong. The special class, Holy Priest. The boss staggered from the hit. Ching, use Holy Light's blessing again. Let me boost your magic damage. Be careful, they're attacking. So fast, they were just over there, and now they're right on top of us. Don't even think about showing off in front of us. Ching cast the skill again. An even brighter light restricting the boss's vision. The boss looked around, bewildered, unable to find its opponent. A voice echoed from behind it. Dry bones, stop looking. I'm right here. Jiang Li had already prepared an ice arrow, firing it straight through the boss's body. And that's the end of this pile of white bones. Log. Killed the Skeleton Knight Commander. Gained 2 levels. Current level, 20. Received C-rank skill book. Bone Spear. Description. Bone Spear. Launches a spear of bone that weakens the part it hits. If it strikes a weak point, it increases the weakness level. It's a C-rank skill, but my skill bar is full. I'll have to figure out which one to replace. Shu Wei reached level 22. Mo Ching reached level 29. This new skill requires a black iron rank mage to learn. Thon understood Jiang Li's situation and handed him an ascension orb. Take this and use it. Consider it payment. The stronger you get, the better it is for the dungeon run. Don't let the experience go to waste. I owe you for this one. I'll pay you back double in the future. Yeah, it's fine. Just use it. We can talk about repayment later. Vi, teased Thon, who was blushing. It's probably been a while since a boy held your hand. Outside the dungeon, Thon's bodyguard was slapped across the face. You let the young miss go into the dungeon alone? Have you lost your mind? Even though Jiang Li is a beginner, he's very strong, so she should be fine. Beginner? What nonsense are you spouting? Uncle Fu, look, something's wrong. A system log appeared. Anomaly detected in the black iron level instance. Difficulty is increasing. Upgraded to abyss level. Forced withdrawal is impossible. We're doomed. The young miss is in danger. Quickly, gather all elites below level 25 to rescue her. Yes, sir. I'm on my way. Inside the dungeon, Jiang Li's group sensed something was wrong as a voice echoed around them. You must be the intruders who eliminated my subordinates. Impressive. It's a shame you'll all die here. It was the level 30 dark mage boss, Garu. Impossible. The dungeon boss is actively hunting down intruders? Jiang Li was in the middle of breaking through to the black iron rank. If he was interrupted, he could die from the backlash. We have to buy him some time. As the group tried to stall, Thon's subordinates appeared. Young miss, we're here. Are you all right? Uncle Fu, you're just in time. So you have reinforcements? It doesn't matter. You will all die. Garu cast Rock Spike, causing sharp stone pillars to erupt from the ground. As they dodged, a colossal shadow loomed over them. What is that thing? A gigantic monster crushed its target. This is an abyssal oppressor demon. Who summoned me here, my lord? It was I who summoned you. These are the sacrifices. These few pathetic mortals aren't even enough to get stuck between my teeth. The group descended into panic. It's over. We're going to die. Who just said something about being a sacrifice? Jiang Li spoke up, having successfully broken through to the black iron rank. My skill slots have increased by 1. I can now use 2 skills simultaneously. Don't lose hope. Don't let fear make you forget how to fight back. He cast Bone Spear. It's not yet decided who will be devouring whom. That's an abyssal oppressor demon, a formidable opponent. What can a mere black iron rank mage possibly do? But Jiang Li didn't waver. So what if it's an abyssal demon? If I don't fight it, how will I know how strong it is? With that, he launched a bone spear straight at the lesser abyssal demon. The attack hit its mark, inflicting damage and enraging the boss to no end. You're courting death. That bone spear actually managed to injure me. Kid, who are you? I'm afraid that's not enough. Looks like this old man will have to risk his life today, Uncle Fu shouted. Everyone, charge! We swear to protect the young miss with our lives. The lesser abyssal demon stood still, taking every single attack head on. Young man, get the young miss to safety. We're counting on you. Please, protect Our Lady with your life. A bunch of mere ants dare to attack me? Don't waste my time. All of you can just die. Uncle Fu charged forward to block the demon's attack. Despite his age, he fought with all his strength, but that last blow left him gasping for air. You wretched demon, it's my turn to counterattack. This is my strongest move. Even if it can't kill you, it will at least buy the young miss time to escape. Sword of Judgment. But Uncle Fu's attack was easily blocked by the demon with a single hand. The difference in their power levels was just too great. Immediately after, the demon used its other hand to grab Uncle Fu, crushing him in its grip so he couldn't escape. Humph, you tiny human. You dare challenge me with this pathetic level of strength? You lowly being, you don't know your place. With a powerful throw, Uncle Fu was slammed into the ground. Uncle Fu, are you okay? Thon anxiously started to rush forward, but Jiang Li quickly stopped her. Uncle Fu, run. It's dangerous. Run from what? Are you coming at me without knowing your own limits? Young miss, run. Forget about me. In that life or death moment, an ice arrow suddenly shot out, piercing one of the demon's wings and tearing a massive hole through it. This action stunned the boss. Seizing the opportunity, Uncle Fu slashed at the demon's leg, causing it to lose its balance and topple over. He quickly escaped the danger zone. The damage to its wing sent the demon into a furious rage. Who did this? I am honored to inform you that it was me, Jiang Li replied. Everyone who needs healing, do it now. Leave this big guy to me. Uncle Fu was astonished. He's clearly only at the Black Iron rank, yet he's using 2 types of magic at once. Could it be that he's combining his skills to create a new effect? Just an ant, daring to do this to me. I won't forgive you for another second. The demon unleashed a powerful strike, creating a massive crater in the ground. But Jiang Li nimbly dodged, moving behind the demon and launching another ice arrow. The wings are the weakness of abyssal demons, aren't they? Without your wings, you lose your source of mana and can no longer use magic. How? How did you know that? The demon realized in horror that its opponent was no ordinary foe. Abyssal demons are humanity's greatest enemy. The Academy taught us many ways to deal with your kind. Now, die. Jiang Li aimed for the abyssal demon's heart. Though its random position meant he could only rely on luck, the dark mage Garu screamed out, "Don't get so arrogant. A small wound like this is nothing. My lord's regenerative ability is immense. It will heal in no time. I can't wait that long. It's time to recover my strength." Huh? My lord, what are you doing? My lord, spare me. But Garu was swallowed whole by the abyssal demon to fuel its recovery. The demon's body transformed, veins bulged, muscles grew taut, its wings healed completely, and it entered a new phase. Phase 2. Extremely dangerous. Humans, you have angered me. Now, die. Jiang Li used his max-level Swift Step art to dodge the attack, but he couldn't counter. Log. Affected by Holy Light's blessing, magic attack power increased by 100%. Log. Magic attack power increased by 200%. Log. Health and mana are now auto-regenerating. These blessings came from Mo Qingqing's group, combining to create a powerful effect. But the abyssal demon noticed the annoying pests trying to be sneaky behind its back. This is bad. It spotted them. The abyssal demon launched an attack towards Qingqing's group. Jiang Li boosted his speed by 300% with Swift Step, rushing to save them in a flash. With the Holy Light's blessing, his defense increased by 200%, and his shield skill was boosted accordingly. He activated his light armor art, blocking the abyssal demon's blow. A massive explosion erupted, but the ground beneath the demon's feet turned into a swamp thanks to the tidal mire art. Why can't the abyssal demon move? My movements are restricted. What is this devilish trick? Taste something even more special. Lightning Mire. A skill combining lightning arc and tidal mire art, causing the abyssal demon to roar in agony as electricity coursed through its body. I can't move. Why is this happening? Seeing the abyssal demon immobilized, Jiang Li charged forward. Everyone, if you have any buff items, use your buff magic now. He's the only one who can save us. With the Holy Light's blessing, Jiang Li's magic attack power surged from 600% to 1000%. The abyssal demon prepared to counterattack. You dare to approach me willingly? How foolish. Jiang Li unleashed his bone spear art, splitting the abyssal demon's attack in 2. This is just child's play. It barely tickles me. But the bone spear then split into numerous smaller shards, forcing the abyssal demon to use its hands to protect its body. Abyssal demon, you're very protective of your head, aren't you? Is there something important there? So what if you know? But suddenly, the bone shards caused an explosion. Explosive bone spear, a combination of bone spear art and fireball art. Jiang Li followed up with ice arrow art, making the abyssal demon scream in agony. Great, it's over. But through the smoke, the abyssal demon's eyes glowed brightly. Too bad. I'm still alive. That last attack was dangerous, but I blocked it. That was your only chance. Wait, why hasn't my body recovered? What did you do? Haha, you're only just realizing it? It's just a simple delay spell. Humph, you think a trick like this can deal with me? You think I only shot one arrow? Look closer. A barrage of ice arrows continuously pierced the abyssal demon's body. It shrieked and finally collapsed. Hey, finally dealt with. Log. Abyssal demon eliminated. Level increased by 5. Current level, 25. Everyone was overjoyed, and the rest of the party also gained 2 levels. Uncle Fu's opinion of Jiang Li completely changed. He never expected this young man to be so powerful. In the future, he's sure to become a top-tier expert who will shake the world. I must build a good relationship with him. Logically, a black iron rank mage can't use 2 spells at once. Could it be that his skills reached their max level and awakened a special ability? How long have I been a bodyguard? This is the first time I've seen a low-level player defeat an abyssal demon. That's right. If I wasn't injured, I'm not so sure I couldn't have fought it. Jiang Li, don't listen to those bodyguards rambling. We were lucky to have you. Otherwise, we would have all been toast. It's fine. I don't mind it. After this dungeon, what do you two plan to do? Wei Wei replied, I feel like I'm not strong enough yet. I'm afraid I'll just drag you down. I want to train in some lower-level areas. When I get stronger, I'll join you in dungeons again. Is that okay? Of course. Just let me know whenever you're ready. Ching moved closer to Jiang Li. And what about me? I still want to be with you next time. Huh? What did you say? With me? For what? My lady means she'd like to invite you to her home in the future. You're always welcome. If you put it that way, I'll definitely stop by. Here are the spoils from the abyssal demon. You defeated it almost single-handedly, so it all belongs to you. Jiang Li chose 2 pieces of equipment, the Dark Scepter, a silver-grade item requiring level 25, and the Demon's Cloak, a gold-grade item with the skill Demon's Eye, which reveals any hidden units below silver rank, also requiring level 25. With this equipment, I won't have to worry about sneak attacks anymore. He also received a first-layer Abyss Pass, a unique quality item that requires silver rank to enter the first layer of the Abyss, and an Abyss Stone, a gold-grade item that can be embedded into equipment to add abyssal power, with a chance to upgrade equipment from silver grade or below to gold grade. I've never seen these 2 items before. Uncle Fu noted that this gem is a top-tier item. It can turn trash into treasure by upgrading equipment to gold grade. You just need to find a skilled blacksmith in Bluefell City. Besides warriors, there are other professions like chefs, pharmacists, and blacksmiths. They don't fight directly, but they are an indispensable support system for humanity. Is there a rumor that Manager Lin of the Golden Dragon Citadel knows the best blacksmith in Goldcrest City? You could try your luck. Thank you for the information, Senior. I was planning on making a trip to the Golden Dragon Citadel anyway. See you later then. All right. Take care of yourself. That very day, Jiang Li headed to Rosetown, where the Golden Dragon Citadel was located. I have informed the master. Please wait a moment. He will be out shortly. Meanwhile, Jiang Li observed the guest room, wondering to himself just how much all these decorations cost. A man appeared. A distinguished guest has arrived. My apologies for not greeting you from afar, Manager Lin. You're too kind. I've come to sell some equipment. Here I have 6 bronze-grade items, 3 of them below level 20, and a few black iron-grade pieces. The total value is 25 million. As for the Shadow Stealth skill book and the silver-grade Swiftwind bow, it's difficult to put a price on them right now. It would be best for you to trade them for other items. The maid was stunned, faced with such a large quantity of equipment for sale. Honestly, this is the first time I've seen such a massive transaction. Many thanks, Steward Lin. Please list the items available for trade. If there are any skill books or equipment suitable for a mage, use this money to exchange for those 2 things. I also need 1 bronze upgrade orb. Please deduct it from the total. Yes, sir. Please wait a moment. Steward Lin signaled for a servant to prepare the items. Pardon my asking, but I don't know how I should address you. Just call me Jiang Li. Haha, so that's who you are. To reach this level only 2 days after awakening. That's truly unheard of in Golden Sun City. And how would you know I only awakened 2 days ago? Haha, it's nothing special. The Golden Dragon Pavilion's internal intelligence network is quite extensive. With enough money, you can get any information you want. Since you're so well informed here, could you help me find a blacksmith? I have a gem that I need to socket. Oh, as it happens, I know a grandmaster. A servant brought the list of items for trade. Since the value of your sale meets our membership criteria, the Golden Dragon Pavilion would like to present you with this Golden Dragon card, granting a 10% discount on all future expenses. This is the bronze upgrade orb you requested. Just as the maid was about to state the price, Steward Lin slammed his hand on the table. I'll charge you 16 million for this orb. Consider it a token of our new friendship. The market price for this orb is 20 million. And even with the Golden Dragon card, it would still cost 18 million. Steward Lin had saved Jiang Li 2 million. It seemed building a good relationship with him was the right call. Thank you, Brother Lin. From now on, if this little brother needs to sell anything, you'll be the first person I come to. I couldn't ask for more. About that blacksmith. Gold tier master Wang Yun is at the Wenxiang garden to the east. Just tell him I sent you. The intelligence fee will be charged according to the usual rates. Heh, no problem. The next day, at Wenxiang garden, Jiang Li found Master Wang Yun's residence but was stopped by a guard. The master has given orders that no one is to enter. I have a piece of equipment, and I'd like to ask the master to socket a gem for me. Steward Lin of the Golden Dragon Pavilion sent me. Hearing this, Master Wang Yun allowed Jiang Li to enter. So, you're Jiang Li? Haha, I never thought that old fox Lin Dafu would recommend you. I've heard you're the best blacksmith in Golden Sun City. Meeting you today, I see your reputation is well deserved. Alright, enough with the flattery. What gem do you want to socket? Oh, a black gold tier gem. Even a gold tier blacksmith rarely gets their hands on equipment of this level. You've got guts, but the probability of failure is extremely high. You have to accept that risk. Or, we could make a deal. I have a masterpiece that's almost complete, but I'm missing the fangs of a thunder crocodile chieftain. This material would not only help me complete my work, but it would also increase the success rate of your socketing. Master, you want me to find this material for you? Not exactly. The thunder crocodile chieftain is extremely cunning and hides in the thunderclap marsh. However, against a class holder above the black iron tier, it stands no chance of escape. If you can't do it, I won't force you. If it increases the success rate, I want to try. I'll head out immediately. Master, wait for my good news. Haha, I'll be waiting. And so, Jiang Li began his journey to find the fangs of the thunder crocodile chieftain. On a street, a group of 5 men blocked his path. Hey, kid, stop right there. Have you seen a young man, about 25 years old, 1.8 meters tall, with triangular eyes, a warrior class? The bald man's description reminded Jiang Li of the man who had bullied Xu Wei. Could he be talking about the guy I killed? Sorry, I haven't seen anyone matching that description. Now if you'll let me pass. Jiang Li tried to walk away but was blocked again. The person we're looking for was murdered. The clues clearly point to a mage. You're a mage, aren't you? If you hide anything, the Bloodwolf Mercenary Guild will show you what true cruelty means. Jiang Li grew annoyed. I said I don't know, and that's final. Whether you believe me or not is your problem. He brushed the bald man's hand away and left. This blatant act of disrespect infuriated him. Humph, you arrogant brat. Daring to give me that attitude? I'll have to teach you some manners. As Jiang Li continued on his way, he overheard people talking about the Bloodwolf Guild. Did you know? That guy just now was Chen Dong, the vice captain of the Bloodwolf Guild. I heard the guildmaster's youngest son was murdered, and it was a gruesome death. The Bloodwolf Guild acts so tyrannically. Sooner or later, they'll get what's coming to them. Are you trying to get yourself killed? Keep your voice down. The guildmaster is a high-level bronze tier class holder, and the guild is full of bronze tiers. If they hear you, you're dead meat. Jiang Li realized he had just kicked a hornet's nest. Arriving at the Thunderclap Marsh, he unleashed his Fire Dance spell. Flames engulfed the swamp, as expected of a Black Iron tier spell. Its wide area of effect and massive range were far more effective than arc lightning. Suddenly, he detected movement from a nearby bush. Activating his Eye of the Demon, Jiang Li saw an assassin watching him. He didn't make a move, choosing to observe. Unexpectedly, a huge disturbance came from the lake, and a giant snake emerged. A level 29 green-patterned Snake King. Looks like it's not the Thunder Crocodile Chieftain. Finding that thing won't be easy. The green-patterned Snake King opened its maw and lunged forward. At his current level, Jiang Li easily dodged its attacks. The assassin remained hidden. Jiang Li shouted, "Hey, you behind the bush, stop hiding and come on out." The assassin was startled to be discovered. "I've finally found you. And there's an elite monster here too. This must be my lucky day. You killed our guildmaster's son. For that, you cannot be forgiven. What proof do you have that I killed him? Who needs proof? If I say you killed him, then you killed him. Oh, what a coincidence. In that case, I won't be holding back either." Jiang Li launched his Ice Arrow spell. As he faced off against the Bloodwolf member, the green-patterned Snake King appeared from behind. He launched a surprise attack, hitting the monster with the Ice Arrow before it could even react. With just one hit, the green-patterned Snake King collapsed. The Bloodwolf members were completely stunned. "Hey, what just happened? He killed a level 29 elite monster in an instant. Let me make this clear to all of you. The person you're looking for was indeed killed by me. But you must keep this a secret forever." With a cold gaze, Jiang Li unleashed his fireball art, aiming it at the Bloodwolf party. Trundong screamed from within the sea of flames, "We're screwed. We've run into a psycho. At this rate, I'm a dead man." He knelt and begged for mercy. "Big bro, it was our fault for being blind to your greatness. We'll hand over everything we've earned. It's worth quite a bit of money. We're begging you, please spare us. Damn it. This kid is terrifying. He admitted to the murder. I have to report this to the guild leader. Where did you get these things? We robbed them from a silver rank couple a while back. They wanted to buy it all back. Offered us a lot for it. But the man resisted, so I killed him. This bronze rank uniform was his. The woman was gorgeous, even though she had a young child. It's a shame she'd rather die than submit, so she followed her husband to the grave. Tren Dong's words sent Jiang Li into a rage. Just as he'd suspected, you all deserve to die. Jiang Li annihilated the entire Blood Wolf party. At the Golden Dragon Emporium, Manager Lam received a call from Jiang Li. Welcome to the Golden Dragon Emporium. What can I do for you today, sir? Manager Lam, it's me. Is the gemstone inlay still okay? It's fine, but what are you calling about this time? Can you investigate some information on the Blood Wolf Guild for me? The fee will be paid as usual, and I need it as soon as possible. Manager Lam's expression changed. What did you just say? The Blood Wolves? Wait a minute. I'll arrange for someone to investigate, but don't do anything rash. I was just ambushed by them. Luckily, my skills were good enough to handle the situation. The leader was a guy named Tren Dong. Tren Dong. He's the vice leader of the Blood Wolves, a bronze rank professional. I can't believe he lost to you. But they won't let this go. What do you plan to do? The strongest person in their guild isn't even at the peak of bronze rank. I'm confident I can win, but I'm afraid of implicating you, so I want to strike first. Haha, you're a loyal one. Besides Tren Dong, the Blood Wolves have 6 other bronze rank professionals, and the rest are all black iron or higher. They rarely split up. Tren Dong was investigating the murder of the guild leader's youngest son, which is why he was alone and you got lucky. But for you, dealing with multiple bronze rank professionals will still be tough. Yeah, that's true. Their strongest member is the guild leader, Li Qiu Than, a level 39 Greystone Knight. His specialty is defense. Don't get into a battle of attrition with him. News about Tren Dong hasn't gotten out yet. They're currently in the Blackstone Mountain Range. What are they doing there? At first, I thought they were fighting a boss, but it turns out they were commissioned by the Wang family. The Wang family is one of the 4 great families in Stalwart City. Their relationship with the Blood Wolves is purely contractual. They aren't allied with anyone. The eldest son of the Wang family, Vung Kim Nyam, awakened as a spirit beast tamer. So the Wang family is spending a lot of money hiring mercenary groups to find an Earth Dragon egg. Oh, but I'm getting sidetracked. If you want to take on the Blood Wolves, I'll lend you a hand. Come to my place, and we can discuss it in more detail. All right. Jiang Li returned to the Golden Dragon Emporium and entered the fusion room. Manager Lam explained, you must be proficient in many spells, but skill slots are limited, so some low-level spells have to be discarded. That's why the Golden Dragon Emporium created this room for spell fusion. It allows you to create new skills. However, once a spell has been fused, it cannot be fused a second time. This must be your first time here, right? The system is analyzing your spells. Try fusing your basic Fireball Art and Arcane Bolt. Jiang Li combined Fireball Art and Arcane Bolt, creating a new D-rank skill, Crimson Lightning Ball, so you can actually create new spells like this. In the past, he used both skills simultaneously for a similar effect, but this method saves a precious skill slot. Thank you, Manager Lam. Just take the cost of the intel and the fusion from the equipment I brought. If it's not enough, I'll add more. No problem, this is more than enough. Is there anything else you wanted to ask? Inlaying a gold-grade gemstone, even Master Wang can't guarantee success, but he said the tooth of a thunder crocodile chieftain would increase the inlay rate. That boss is crafty. I've been waiting for half a day and haven't seen a trace of it. Haha, I've already prepared for that. There's a rumor that this bait can lure out the thunder crocodile chieftain. Master Wang originally asked me to find it, but he broke through to the gold rank, so the boss won't appear for him. Since he entrusted the task to you, this bait now belongs to you. Manager Lam, this is a real lifesaver. Don't worry about it. The equipment you brought is more than enough to cover it, with plenty to spare. I wish you success. Thank you, Manager Lam. I'll be on my way. Jiang Li arrived at the Thunder Swamp and tossed the bait in. The area was eerily quiet at first. Then suddenly, a fierce bolt of lightning erupted from the lake. Looks like it's here. The level 33 Thunder Crocodile Chieftain appeared. You crafty crocodile, today is the day you die by my hand. This crocodile just showed up, and you're already acting so tough? The boss charged straight at him, its jaws wide open. Jiang Li used his Lightfoot art to leap high into the air, dodging the attack. A black iron rank would have trouble with that move, but unfortunately for you, you're facing me today. The boss continued its assault, opening its massive jaws and firing a huge bolt of lightning right at Jiang Li's position. A massive explosion shook the ground. When the smoke cleared, the boss saw that Jiang Li was completely unharmed. That last move was dangerous, but how could it possibly get through my light armor art? Don't be so surprised. This should all be over now. Jiang Li's ice arrow art struck the boss all over its body, but failed to deal any damage. Damn it, this thing's armor is too tough. I'll have to change tactics and attack from the inside. Jiang Li cast his fireball art. The boss lunged forward with its mouth open. Well now, my pet, if you're going to be so welcoming, let me give you a big gift in return. He shoves a fireball spell into the boss's mouth, and a massive explosion sends it crashing down, its jaws charred black. I told you, if you'd just been honest, it wouldn't have come to this. Jiang Li casts a paralysis spell, immobilizing the boss's legs and head. Didn't you know? Lightning amplifies the destructive power of flames. Lucky for me, you opened your big mouth, saved me a ton of work. Now, die. You've lived long enough. Log. Thunder Crocodile Chieftain eliminated. Gained 2 levels. Current level, 27. The Ice Arrow and Bone Spear spells have fused into the Ice Lance spell. It has the weakening effect of Bone Spear and the increased damage of Ice Arrow, all while taking up only 1 skill slot. Before, I had to use 2 skills. I should try fusing more. Oh right, how do I process these materials? How do I even break its teeth out? Jiang Li brings the boss's tooth to Grandmaster Wang Yun. After a moment, the Grandmaster speaks. Kid, you were lucky, but it's done. Grandmaster, how did it turn out? Do you even need to ask? The inlay is absolutely perfect. Your method for gathering the materials was crude, but it was usable. Staff of the Deep Abyss, gold grade quality, plus 50 magic power. Comes with the skill Demon's Mark, which conjures a seal to mark a target. The next magic spell cast will detonate the seal, dealing 4 times the damage and consuming 100 mana. Cast time, 0.5 seconds. Cooldown, 60 seconds. Requirement, level 25, Mage. Hey, sorry, Grandmaster. It was my first time gathering materials. The staff's power has increased significantly, and it comes with an incredibly strong skill. Just then, Manager Lin calls. Brother Jiang, something important has come up. The Blood Frenzy Mercenary Corps is preparing to attack the Earth Dragon's lair tomorrow. I've already sent you the details. The Earth Dragon's lair. Thanks, Brother Lin. It's time for the Blood Frenzy to take a permanent rest. At the Blood Frenzy camp, outside the Blackstone Mountain Range, Commander Li Xiaotian receives terrible news. Big Brother, Old Third is dead. What? Vice Commander Zhang Zhe adds, his last message said he'd found the man who killed Xiao Qiang, but then we lost contact with him. The enemy is a young mage. Some young punk of a mage dares to disrespect us, but the prince's business is more important. Are we just going to let it go? Hell no. But after the prince's job helps me reach the silver rank, it won't be too late to get my revenge. Gather all our forces. Prepare to move on the target. In just a moment, dozens of mercenaries gather outside Li Xiaotian's tent. Jiang Li hides behind a large tree, observing. So that's Li Xiaotian. Brothers, after all our hard work, we've finally found the Earth Dragon's lair. Today is the perfect opportunity to strike. I know our brothers were recently murdered by an enemy. But rest assured, once I reach the silver rank, I will personally flay that bastard and rip out his tendons. I'll make him and his entire family suffer the most agonizing punishment imaginable. I, Li Xiaotian, will never let my brother's sacrifices be in vain. His subordinates roar, long live the commander, long live the commander. Zhang Li calculates silently. First, I'll just watch. I'll wait for them to enter the lair, then I'll give them a little surprise. The Blood Frenzy group advances on the earth-crushing dragon's dwelling. This thing looks absolutely terrifying. Everyone, charge. The earth-crushing dragon roars, swatting away several men with one swing of its arm. The Blood Frenzy mages attack, followed by assassins stabbing at its scales. Damn it, this thing's hide is too tough. The earth-crushing dragon overpowers the assassins with a tail whip. The cave shakes violently, and falling rocks crush a few of the men. Li Xiaotian deploys his gray stone round shield to protect everyone. Get behind me, follow my commands. He attacks with Titan's charge, knocking the earth-crushing dragon off its feet. Awesome, the tremors stopped. He took down that giant monster all by himself. The commander is incredible. Why are you all just standing there? Aim for its eyes. The subordinates attack the dragon's eyes, causing it immense pain, but it retaliates fiercely. Li Xiaotian screams, "What are you doing? Don't stop. Keep going." Suddenly, another voice shouts out, "Who cast fire rain?" Damn it, It's an ambush. Jiang Li steps out from the flames. The Blood Frenzy Mercenary Corps is as well trained as they say, but unfortunately for you, you're all going to die here today. A surprise arrow flies towards him, but it's easily blocked by his light armor spell. Who are you? How dare you ambush the Blood Frenzy's commander? Commander, you finish off the dragon. We'll hold this brat back. Li Xiaotian continues his assault on the dragon, ramming it hard and knocking it onto its back. Damn it, if that's how you want to play, I'll go all out. It unleashes its power, leaping high and delivering a powerful slash. I thought you were tough, but you're just small fry. As Li Xiaotian gloats, a commotion outside catches his attention. Quick, surround him. The men fighting Jiang Li are in disarray as casualties mount. How are his casting speed and the power of his spells so terrifying? Just who the hell are you? You talk too much. All you need to know is that I'm here to take your lives. Jiang Li casts Ice Arrow. Li Xiaotian appears and blocks it with his shield, but the arrow pierces right through. Impressive. Worthy of the famed defense of a Greystone Knight. Not only do you know who I am, but you can also break my defense. You're that young mage. Now I finally know how Xiaoqiang and Chen Dong died. Since you've delivered yourself to my doorstep, I'll settle all our debts right now. Oh? Even if you hadn't mentioned it, I was planning on doing the exact same thing. The ground beneath them turns into a swamp. Huh? What is this? Could it be the Swamp Tide spell? No need to be surprised. I'm not done yet. Jiang Li prepares an electric orb spell. How can he cast 2 spells at once? Commander, be careful. That orb is going to explode. Nonsense. Watch me block it. But the electric orb wasn't aimed at Li Xiaotian. Instead, it struck the water-filled swamp. A powerful electric current surges through the water, electrocuting the entire group. This is bad. Fighting the dragon used up too much of my stamina. Li Xiaotian raises his defense. Absolute defense. The rocks around him are for both protection and healing. He's used too many spells. His mana has to be running low. If I just drag this out, I'll finish him with Giant's Descent. So the leader of Blood Frenzy only knows how to hide like a turtle in its shell. Fine, I'll just use my Demon Tyrant's seal. Jiang Li took aim and shattered Li Xiaotian's absolute defense skill with a single throw. A few days later, in the small town of Rose, a rumor began to spread through the Golden Dragon Fortress. The leader of Blood Frenzy had been killed in the Earth Dragon's lair by a mage in a black cloak. Brother Jiang, you're about to be famous. Your identity is still a secret, but a lot of people will be thanking you. They've even given you a nickname, the Black Mage. Let's just hope this doesn't bring more trouble. Just then, Xu Wei and Mo Qingqing appeared. Jiang Li, the professional trial tournament is coming up. You should form a team with us. I was clearly here first. Since when did you two know each other? Jiang Li sighed. It looked like the trouble right in front of him was unavoidable.